This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. Today we're diving into a clip where Sebastian Telfair talks about his journey in the NBA and why even athletes with millions can struggle financially. So let's check this clip out.
Everybody always says, people ran through it. They called me the pocket watcher on the show. I know you've seen at least 20. I don't know the big picture, really what you've seen, but you've seen 20 grown men. Don't just say bad investments. How did you run through 20? I never saw 20. And just thinking about it, my thing when I see dudes and I'm talking to them, I'm like, bro, if you got 10, then you got 8, then you got 6, then you got 4, then you got 800,000. You can see that money leaving. At one point, then you try to adjust. Something is going wrong with this financial plan.
That's a good question. And no excuse. No excuse. So I played 10 years. You said I made 20. We all know about Uncle Sam, right? So what's that, 10?
10.
Right? So that's about $1 million a year.
Yeah.
That ain't no money. That's the real truth. The real truth is I ain't really make no money. Mm-hmm. I really ain't make no money. So people are like, oh, I don't understand how you go crazy from, I'm like, I ain't make Floyd Mayweather and no money. I didn't make the type of money where it's like, I'm gonna go crazy because I don't have it today. That's the real truth. If you do the math, that's $1 million a year. It's even hard. You got to be a real strategic dude making $1 million a year and thinking you're gonna end up, with everything on earth.
And you taking care of the family.
I got 14 brothers and sisters that I love with all my heart. I got a mother and a father. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot on us. But the real truth with the money part of it is we ain't make enough money for it to be sent the way it's supposed to be sent. Mm-hmm. Right? That's the real answer to that. But I invested in Philippe Childs. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing, when I first got to the league, I was on the path to do, the right things. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the right path. I just got knocked off the path of, sitting here with, $275 million cash right now.
The way that you don't sit here with $275 million in cash is when the 13th draft pick of the Portland Trail Blazers in the first round doesn't become a superstar. But you had always been a superstar. Like you said, from the 5th grade, you were the #1 player in the country. What was the realization for you when you were like, wait, I'm not the best. I'm not playing the most. I'm coming off the end of the bench as a rookie. How difficult was that to deal with for someone who always had it?
It's wild how much people assume you're set for life just because you make it to the pros.
I don't really think that played a part. Maybe small. I was very confused when I got to Portland and I wasn't starting. That confused me. I was just like, why am I not starting? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then it took them halfway through the year and they let me start. And I remember my numbers from that point through my second year is perfect online to do what I need to do. So the basketball part of it wasn't it. Though I was not working half as hard as I supposed to have been working, especially early on. I would say my first 3-4 years dealing with everything off the court and not focus on the court. So the lack of focusness along with being a little confused of not starting and being on the team that's we losing, and I'm not really feeling it. And I was confused as shit. I'm used to, like I said, I'm used to crying when I lose. And when we win, I'm feeling good and everybody holding me up. So I got to Portland and we just losing. I'm just saying there what the, I was confused. That's the truth. The first time I second guessed myself.
Sebastian Telfair opens up about the reality behind the perception of professional athlete wealth and the struggles that often go unseen. Many people assume that simply being drafted into a professional league guarantees endless riches, but Sebastian explains that the truth is far more complicated. He shares that the total earnings from his career were significantly reduced by taxes, management fees, and the responsibilities he carried for his large family. With multiple siblings and parents depending on him in various ways, the money Sebastian earned was never purely for personal use, and the pressures of supporting loved ones can make even a comfortable income feel stretched thin. Sebastian emphasizes that the idea of making superstar money is often misleading, and he never reached the level of fame or financial security that allows athletes to spend without consequences.